All right, let's talk about your chest, or your thorax to be more specific. It's an incredible piece of biological machinery, isn't it? But have you ever really thought about how the muscles that power it actually work? Well, today we're going to break it all down with one simple analogy that's going to change the way you think about every single breath you take.
I know it sounds a little strange, but this one question is the key to everything. Because in a lot of ways, your chest is a box, a really sophisticated one.
So this is our starting point, the thorax. It's the protective box for your most vital organs, like your heart and lungs. But here's the cool part. Unlike a regular old cardboard box, this one is engineered to move. It has to expand and contract to power every single breath you take.
So that's the big question, right? If your thorax is basically a rigid box of bone, how on earth does it manage the dynamic movement it needs for something like breathing? Well, the secret isn't some kind of magic. It's a brilliant system of muscles working together. The whole answer really boils down to two fundamental groups of muscles. And once you understand the role of each one, you'll have a much clearer picture of how your own body works.
First up, let's look at the muscles that work from the outside. You can kind of think of them as helping hands, giving the box its power and its range of motion. These are called the extrinsic muscles. And I love how the source material describes them. They're like friends who come from outside to help the box move better. Perfect, right? They actually start on other structures like your arms or your shoulders, but they attach to the thorax to play a super crucial role in its movement.
So you've got these muscles attaching to the fronts, the sides, and even the bottom of the box. Some are busy helping you move your arms and shoulders, while others are all about providing stability. But there is one absolute superstar of the group, located right underneath, that does the most important job of all. And that, of course, is the diaphragm. While it's technically an extrinsic muscle, it's really the primary engine for breathing. It's this large, dome-shaped muscle at the base of your thorax that contracts and flattens, and that motion is what pulls air right into your lungs. It is, without a doubt, the single most important player in this whole system. Okay, so we've covered the external helpers, but what's going on inside the box? Well, let's take a look at the muscles that work entirely from within. These are the intrinsic muscles. Now, unlike their external friends, these muscles start and end within the thoracic cage itself. They are the true internal workers, stretching between the ribs to fine-tune the box's expansion and contraction with incredible precision. All right, so how do we tie this all together? Let's use one final, really powerful analogy to make the difference between these two muscle groups crystal clear.
And this right here just makes the whole concept click. The intrinsic muscles working away completely inside the ribcage are like buttons on the inside of a machine. And the extrinsic muscles, the ones that attach from the outside, they're like the handles. You absolutely need both the internal buttons and the external handles to make the whole box work the way it's supposed to.
This quote says it all, doesn't it? Your thorax isn't just a static cage. It's a dynamic machine with internal buttons and external handles, all working together with every single breath. So the next time you take a deep breath, you can actually picture that incredible box in motion. It kind of makes you wonder, what other complex systems in our body can be simplified just like this? That's definitely something to think about.